Bawal po ang ginagawa.
Kindly maintain
Presiding
order
officer,
within the
bawal po
court.
ang ginagawa nitong nasa harap natin, nagkukomento.
Kindly maintain order in the court. The Sergeant at Arms, by authority of the Senate President, is directed to kindly maintain.
Hindi po
order in the
sila
court.
allowed. Mag-ingay. Korte po ito.
Thank you. You may proceed, Senator Judge. Who was speaking?
Ako po.
You may proceed, Senator Judge.
I was
Padilla.
interrupted.
With due apologies.
Ano ang tawag sa taong paiba-iba ang sinasabi? Di ba po sinungaling?
May I answer, Your Honor?
Opo.
Kagaya po ng aking binigyang linaw kanina. At paulit-ulit na rin pong sinabi ng ating presiding officer.
Pakisagot na lang po kasi yun lang po ang tanong. Tama po ba o mali na tawaging sinungaling ang taong iba-iba ang sinasabi?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I need to qualify my answer.
Mr. Presiding Officer, isang simpleng tanong lang po.
The lead prosecutor may agree or disagree or state a different characterization.
Kagalang-galang ng mga senator judges at sa atin pong mga nanonood na kababayan. Dahil binanggit po ng kagalang-galang na Senador Robin Padilla ang pangalan at ang affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas bilang bahagi ng
Presiding
testimonya
Officer,
ng witness.
hindi pa din po sinasagot ang
Lead prosecutor, the response, it's not responsive to the question of Senator Judge Padilla. Allow me to, if the good Senator Judge will allow the presiding officer, pwede ba nating sabihin, lead prosecutor, na ang testigong pabago-bago ang kanyang testimonya sa magkakaibang petsa o araw o panahon ay isang testigong hindi maaasahan?
Without particular reference to Arturo Las
Sa
Cañas,
pangkalahatan,
I agree with you, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Ang point ko lang is, bakit parang namili lang kayo ng open source?
Yun.
Tiningnan po
Kung
namin.
tinignan nyo yung sa ICC na sabit na pagkahaba-haba, sa akin nga po sinabi kanina, pangatlo na po yung magkaibang affidavits ni Arturo Las Cañas. May nauna, may pangalawa, pangatlo na po itong pinapakita sa screen kahapon.
So are you saying that pinapaliwanaan nyo na ngayon without issuing a subpoena to Las Cañas and verifying it with him?
Hindi po nag-issue ng subpoena kay Las Cañas, pero meron pong naging verification process.
Alright. But not with Las Cañas, who is the author of that document.
As and answered po, Your Honor.
The presiding officer would like to remind the witness to kindly avoid making a ruling for and behalf of the presiding officer.
Pasensya na po, Your Honor.
Walang mic. Kay Senator Padilla. Bakit pag sa kabila pinapayagan sila 5-10 minutes? Bakit pag sa amin, sa majority, kinakat agad ni remind pagdating ng pagdating ng 2 minutes? I think nakakalata na kami. So dapat pag sinabing 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Pag sa amin sa majority, pag 2 minutes, pinipindot nito. 2-3 beses. Totoo yan. Pero pag sa minority, umaabot na ng 5 minutes, 10 minutes. At meron akong record yan. Pinapayagan. Why?
Kumusta mga kababayan? Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Panibagong araw, panibagong reaction video na naman ang hatid namin sa inyo. At dito nga mga kababayan, sa pagpapatuloy nga po ng impeachment trial, dito nga po kay Vice President Sara Duterte, umiinit po ang mga tagpo dito sa Senado mga kababayan. Senator Robin Padilla, Congressman Luistro, medyo nagkainitan nga po dito mga kababayan sa gitna po ng pagtatanong. Itong si Senator Robin Padilla. At ito naman pong si Senator Rapi Tulfo mga kababayan ay nagreklamo dahil sa oras ay hindi umano patas ang ibinibigay sa bawat senador na nagtatanong. Hindi ito ang unang beses na ginawa niya ito mga kababayan. Kung naalala niyo dun sa hearing ng flood control, parang nung si Senator Marcoleta pa ata yung chairman ng Blue Ribbon, nagre-reklamo din siya patungkol din sa oras. Ganito rin yung nare-reklamo niya dahil hindi umano patas yung oras na binibigay. At yun na nga mga kababayan, panoorin na nga po ang kabuuan ng mga maiinit na tagpo na yan. Pero bago yan, kung bago ka pa lang dito sa ating channel, ay mag-subscribe ka na at i-click mo din ang notification bell para maging update ka sa mga susunod pa natin video. Paki-like at paki-share mo na din ang video ito sa iba pa natin mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po.
Now, yesterday, you identified an unsigned and unnotarized document which allegedly pertains to an affidavit of Arturo Las Cañas. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, if you know, is this the same Las Cañas who appeared before the Senate in 2016 and 2017?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, in fact, this is the same Las Cañas who was charged by the Senate panel, led by then Senator and still Senator Panfilo Lacson, with a recommendation for perjury. Is he not?
Hindi ko po nabalitaan yung kung sinarge siya ng perjury. But if it's on record, then the answer will be yes.
All right. Well, he was, or maybe we can confirm it later with Senator Judge Lacson. And this perjury was committed during a Senate committee hearing, if you know only.
Well, siguro po doon natin na lang ilagay doon sa affidavit po na nabasa ko.
No, the
May I
only
comment,
question
Your
is
Honor?
the
May I
perjury, if you know only, that the perjury that was recommended for charging
Your
Las
Honor?
Cañas.
I have no
I'm
personal
not yet done,
knowledge.
Your Honor.
I think,
Your Honor, the witness is incompetent to answer that
If
question.
he knows.
Counsel, I think the witness already said that he's not aware of it, but that if it is on the record, then most likely it is true. That was the response of the witness earlier.
All right, I'll just move on to a new point. Now, allow me to read a statement of Senator Lacson, and then I'll ask questions thereafter.
May we request, Your Honor, that the witness be confronted with a document if I think the defense is reading from a document?
Yes, Your Honor. We will
The
provide the hard
guidance of the
copy.
witness, Your Honor.
We will provide the hard copy, and then we'll also show the soft copy on the screen, Your Honor.
Assisting counsel is authorized to approach
All right. I will read.
from both parties.
I will read and I quote Senator Lacson. Ang may papayo ko lamang kay SPO3 Las Cañas, kung ang layunin ng inyong quote-unquote extrajudicial confession ay mapanagot sa ilalim ng batas si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at iba pang personalidad, marapat lamang na maliban sa inyong salaysay, may maipakita ka pang bukod at ibang ebidensya. Kung wala, ay maaaring masayang lamang ang oras ng mga tao dito dahil baka walang kahihinatnan ang isinasagawa nating pagdinig sa araw na ito laban sa sino mang mga taong idinadawit mo. Are you aware of this statement by Senator Lacson against Las Cañas?
Ngayon po, nabasa po.
You're aware
nabasa ko
now.
po.
All right. At any rate, you mentioned yesterday that you did an open source investigation to obtain the Las Cañas document, correct?
That is correct po, sir.
But to be candid, was it just Google search?
Hindi po.
Are you at liberty to disclose what method you used in that open source investigation?
We were provided, dito po nagsimula yan, we got hold of a copy of the affidavit of Arturo Las Cañas.
With the permission of counsel for the respondent, the chair will allow the intervention of Senator Judge Lacson given that his name was mentioned, in fact, not only alluded to, but mentioned by counsel for respondent. Senator Lacson is recognized to give a manifestation.
Thank you for allowing me to interject. Maski hindi naayos sa unan yung pahayag kanina. Kasi ang worry ko, pag inupuraw ako doon, interpolate ako ni Senator Lapid. So, having said that, anyway, levity aside, Mr. Presiding Officer, basahin ko lang yung portion ng committee report kasi I chaired the Committee on Public Order when we investigated the EJK. And indeed, I will confirm that Arturo Las Cañas retracted and changed his testimony. No? After several hearings, nag-retract siya. But hindi po ako nag-file ng perjury. Gusto ko lang i-correct yun. Ang recommendation po sa Roman numeral number 6, recommendations, part po ito ng committee report. In view of the foregoing, the committee recommends the following. 1, amendment of the revised penal code to increase the penalty for the crime of perjury. Yun po yung context na dahil committee report ito, nagre-recommend ako na i-amend yung revised penal code, particularly sa crimen ng perjury. Pero gusto ko lang i-correct na hindi ako nag-file ng perjury. Thank you.
The manifestation is noted. Counsel for the respondent may proceed.
But at you are at liberty to disclose who searched for that Las Cañas document.
Ito nga po, yung pong dokumento, we got hold of it. Sabi nga po natin, meron po kami mga tinatawag na amin pong mga informants at mga source. It was provided to us. Nung ibinigay po sa amin to, hindi naman po ibig sabihin ay amin kaagad itong paniniwalaan. At tama po kayo.
That's okay. I can ask subsequent questions regarding to that. So actually, my question is, after you had obtained this document, did you subpoena Las Cañas to verify the contents of those documents?
Hindi po, sapagkat he is nowhere to be found.
That's enough. So without verification, you decided to believe the contents of the document that you obtained?
Again, ibabalik ko po ron sa 5 nating factors. Isinama lamang namin po ito, isa dun sa mga factors na sinasabi po natin, yung pattern of violence na tinatawag. At doon po, doon sa paragraph 270, sinasabi nga po na may kinalaman sa extrajudicial killing si dating Mayor Sara Duterte at in fact, sabi pa nga niya, huwag nyo nang barilin, kidnapin nyo na lang. Pero bago po kami dumating doon sa punto na gamitin yun, tingnan na po namin yan.
Alright. Sorry to interrupt you. So the short answer to my question is yes.
Pakiulit po yung
Alright.
tanong ninyo.
The question is, did you decide to believe the contents of the document without verifying it with Las Cañas?
Yun nga po yung sagot po ko po, hindi
Yes.
kaagad. Kaya po ikinikwento ko nga kung paano po namin nagamit yun.
Alright.
So hindi po kaagad namin pinaniwalaan.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I just manifest that the defense is actually misleading already the witness. He kept on raising the question, did you believe right away? When as a matter of fact, the witness is explaining.
Your Honor, I never meant sorry.
Counsel,
with all due
kindly
respect.
let the lead prosecutor finish.
The witness has been saying that he did a lot of things after receiving the affidavit of Las Cañas, to the extent of going over the 5 factors that he testified to yesterday. But after that first question, so that means yes. The defense said yes. To his question, did you believe to that right away, to that affidavit? The position of the witness, Your Honor, is no.
Short
Because-
rejoinder, Your Honor.
Actually, asked
and
and answered. Asked and answered by the witness. That is his response, counsel for respondent, to your question.
Yeah.
Move on, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. We are satisfied with that answer. But another follow-up question. So without verifying it, sorry.
That's misleading, Your Honor.
Allow him to finish the question, counsel.
just on
What
the
is the
point-
pleasure of Senator Judge Cayetano?
Just on your ruling, may be clarified because the question was, pinaniniwalaan mo ba? Ang sagot niya, hindi ka agad. So counsel was asking for yes or no. I just want to be clarified. Hindi pinaniniwalaan agad, does that mean afterwards pinaniniwalaan mo na or never mo pinaniniwalaan? Just so that the record is clear. Just that clarification.
There should be no.
Thank you, Senator Judge Cayetano. Alan. Witness will please answer.
Yes, Your Honor. Kaya ko nga po ikinikwento yung buong pangyayari para po makita kung paano po kami dumating dun sa punto na ginamit po doon sa pattern of violence yung pong affidavit na ito.
So, liwanagin ko po Director Matibag.
Opo.
Hindi nyo agad pinaniwalaan nung simula, pinadaan nyo rin sa inyong SOP sa investigasyon, kalaunan, pinaniwalaan na ninyo at sa ngayon, pinapaniwalaan po ninyo yung nakasaad dun sa dokumentong yun.
Kalaunan po, ito ay ginamit na namin na isa sa basehan po doon sa pattern of violence pagkatapos po namin idaan sa proseso po.
So, pinaniwalaan nyo na,
Sa
pinanghawakan nyo na, kumbaga.
Sa ngayon po, tama po, Your Honor.
Okay.
And pinapaniwalaan yun without issuing a subpoena to Las Cañas and clarifying the matter with him.
Ask and answered, Your Honor.
It's a different question, Your Honor. We're already at this
Witness
point.
witness may answer.
Pakiulit po.
So, you mentioned na pinapaniwalaan nyo na siya ngayon as clarified by the chair. So, are you saying that pinapaliwanaan nyo na ngayon without issuing a subpoena to Las Cañas and verifying it with him?
Hindi po nag-issue ng subpoena kay Las Cañas, pero meron pong naging verification process.
All right. But not with Las Cañas, who is the author of that document.
As and answered po, Your Honor.
The presiding officer would like to remind the witness to kindly avoid making a ruling for in behalf of the presiding officer.
Pasensya na po, Your Honor.
But the gentleman would have been correct. The presiding officer would have said the same thing. Thank you for saving me the trouble. But try to avoid that, Director Matibag.
Sorry po, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Counsel
you.
may proceed.
All right. Director Matibag, Yesterday, I identified 2 videos and you related it with the alleged
Oh my
pattern
God.
of behavior of VP Sara, correct? The first video that you showed, I think, involved the sheriff.
Tama po.
Right. But that incident, will you confirm that that incident took place on July 1, 2011?
Yes, long time ago po.
So around 15 years ago.
Tama po.
And did you still find it relevant to use that video?
Under po dun sa 5 factors namin, ang tinitingnan po natin sa pattern of violence is the historical behavior.
All right.
Kasama po yun.
With the permission of counsel for respondent, what is the pleasure of Senator Judge Ontiveros?
If I may, Mr. Presiding Officer, before the defense moves on to a next question, just to ask a follow-up question of the previous topic.
On this matter,
On the matter of the Las Cañas affidavit, Mr.
the
Presiding
lady
Officer.
may proceed with that question on Las Cañas only.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
May alam siguro ako sino nagbigay.
Follow-up question, Mr. Witness. According to your testimony yesterday, you reviewed Arturo Las Cañas' affidavit as part of the larger investigation concerning the Vice President's capacity to carry out the alleged threat. Sa pagkakaalam po ninyo, Director, at batay din sa larger investigation na iyon, sinagot po ba ng Vice Presidente sa anumang paraan yung mga alegasyon sa affidavit na yon ni Las Cañas?
Your Honor, marami po kasi kaming, yun nga po yung gusto kong ipaliwanag, marami po kasi kaming mga ikinonsider na tinatawag natin po na open source intel. Yan na po yung mga news, mga report. At nung tinitingnan po namin yan, si Arturo Las Cañas, meron pa po siyang lumabas na balita noon nung isinumite niya itong affidavit na to sa ICC. At maalala ko po, meron din po lumabas sa balita na mismong si Vice President Sara Duterte
Mukhang connect na to sa ICC, mga kababayan. Nako, ano kayang plano? Bakit nababanggit ng ICC dito?
parang sinasabi po niya roon na hindi ko kailangan ng DDS para gumawa ng kayang gawin ng DDS. Something to that effect po. Na-consider po namin lahat po yan.
Sa sinabi di umano ni Vice President, sinabi niya hindi niya kailangan ang DDS para gawin ang
yung kayang gawin ng
gawin
DDS. Something
ng
like that po.
DDS.
Opo.
Puro
Hindi ko po
haka-haka
eksakto
kayo,
ma-recall yung phrase na pagkakasabi po.
Salamat, Mr. Witness. I may return to that point later.
The lady
today,
may do
Mr.
so after
Presiding Officer.
the
Salamat po.
cross, redirect, and recross. When she avails for time, counsel for respondent may proceed.
All right, let's go back to the sheriff incident. I'm glad you mentioned history or historical background. Are you aware that that sheriff incident pertains to relief operations that were being conducted by the vice president, then mayor at that time, or vice mayor?
Ang pagkakaalam ko po doon sa balita na yun, itong sheriff na to is trying to enforce a valid order from a legitimate court, demolition order po ito, na ayaw ipatuloy po ng then mayor and now vice president. So,
Alright.
I might not be aware of a relief operation, baka po paliwanag po sa akin.
Are you aware? I'll just ask you if you're aware. Are you aware that it involved a flash flood? This incident happened after a flash flood in that particular community.
Hindi po lumabas siya
If you
sa
know,
balita.
if you know, all right.
I have no knowledge of that.
Are you aware that VP Sara asked that sheriff for an extension of 2 hours just to help the victims?
Yung po yung lumabas sa
All
balita.
right. And this sheriff and the demolition that you mentioned involved the demolition of informal settlers in that area.
Opo, kaya po may order of eviction. Ibig sabihin po, informal settlers po yung
Are you
papalish.
aware that 30 people died during that incident?
I have no knowledge of that, Your Honor.
So in other words, are you also aware that it was the sheriff's refusal to provide the 2-hour extension? That's why VP Sara got
Well,
angry.
that is the claim of the then mayor.
If you know only, if you know.
I have no
You
knowledge
have
of
no
that. Your
knowledge. All right. I'll move on to a new point. Now, you also mentioned to establish this alleged pattern of behavior, the October 18, 2024 press con. correct?
Tama po.
And this press con took place obviously before the material that you used or the November 23, 2024 press con.
Tama po.
All right. I'm showing you a video. Your Honor will just show one video. It's around 1 minute. This is Exhibit D-4-53, and the USB is separately marked as D-4-47. And then I'll ask you questions after that.
Kindly play the video. The tech through the clerk of court is so directed.
Inulit ng bata, louder this time. Mr. President, can I have your watch as a graduation gift? Nasagot niya. Why? Why will I give you my watch? At that point, may sakit na ako. Wasn't feeling very well. Nandun lang ako, nakakatayo ako dun kasi may gamot ako. Gusto ko tanggalin yung ulo niya ba? I realized toxic na yung relationship. And it did not help na itong dalawang katabi ko, tumawa pa. Pinagtawanan pa nila yung bata. And I saw the humiliation sa face ng bata. I wanted to help him. Gusto ko sabihin sa kanya, itong relo ko na lang, relo ito ng Vice President, ito relo ng Presidente, pero I hope this will do. And then I realized na baka mas lalong mapahiya yung bata if I do that. So I just imagined myself cutting his head. Gusto ko ganun din ang
All right. So is this the First of all, did you watch this whole video, Director Matibag?
I've watched not the entirety of the video.
Not the entirety,
Yeah.
because it's a long video. It's
That's correct.
almost 2 hours. But my question to you is this: is this the video where you based your finding that VP Sara said, gusto kong tanggalin ang ulo niya, imagine cutting his head off? Is this the one?
Yun po.
Alright.
Yun po yung video na yan.
And will you agree with, wasn't this press con heard by the general public?
Opo.
And didn't VP Sara say her statements in jest?
Well,
It's speculative, Your Honor.
Honor, the witness is smart enough and competent enough to answer.
Nevertheless, Your Honor.
Witness may answer.
well, again, I will say I cannot go into the state of mind of the Vice President, and precisely the reason why do sa pattern of violence, kasama po talaga yan yung pag i-consider natin. I understand her disgust doon sa nangyari, but probably pag pinagsama-sama po yung aming pong investigasyon, mga aming napanood, kasama po yan, doon po namin na-establish yung isa doon sa 5 factors na pattern of
Yeah,
violence.
I understand what you're saying, but my question to you is, didn't you take VP Sara's statement out of context?
Mahirap po para sa aming law enforcement na yung ganyang mga statement ay amin pong babaliwalain. Katunayan, alam naman po natin, kahit nga biro, halimbawa po, yung bomb joke nga po sa aeroplano, hinuhuli natin. It's a different thing if you're doing a bomb joke dyan sa aeroplano tsaka sa open field na kayo lang. So,
Alright.
sa amin po sa law enforcement, we have to give credence to that and i-process po namin.
So at any rate, you consider this portion of VP Sara's statement to be grave and serious, to be a grave and serious threat based on the standards that you mentioned yesterday.
Hindi po yun ang sinabi ko. Ang sinabi ko po, kasama siya doon sa i-consider na marami pong factors para ma-establish po ang pattern of violence.
Isn't that kind of a stretch?
It's argumentative, Your Honor.
Argumentative. Move on, counsel.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Senator Judge Lacson is recognized. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Sir Presiding Officer. Follow-up lang ito doon sa mga points raised by Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo kahapon relating to 3 similar cases. Ronald Mas, Mayor Baste Duterte, saka VP Sara. No? Hindi ko na bibelabor yung Ronald Mas and Mayor Baste kasi aware naman ako doon sa Rule 113 Section 5, yung sa warrantless arrest, na hindi pwedeng apply. Nagkamali nga yung NBI kay Ronald Mas kaya na-dismiss yung case, di po ba? But I'm more interested in the cases of Mayor Baste at saka kay VP Sara. Kasi almost similar yung kanilang mga sinabi, pero I'm just wondering why you did not investigate Mayor Baste, pero si Mayor Sara, hindi lang kayo nag-investigate, nag-repair pa kayo ng complaint sa DOJ, hindi po ba?
Yun po yung amin pong ginawang investigasyon ay doon na po sa threat na sinasabi namin na pangkalawakan. Yung dito po kay Mayor Baste, kaya hindi po natin na inimbestigahan, isinasama po namin dito sa task force na ito to come out with the report eventually. But we have coordination also po with other agencies.
Yes. So walang ongoing law enforcement investigation against Mayor Baste?
Kasama po dito sa ano po namin sa special task force po.
Yung bang special task force, and this was, this was also raised by the presiding officer nung nasa lounge kami kanina, na-form ba ito in relation to or in reference to the case of Mayor Baste o kay Vice President Sara?
Yung pong trigger point na nangyari dito ay yung pong kay Mayor Baste po. But prior to that, we are continually monitoring the threat. Kasama po sa aming pag-uusap yan. In fact, yung pong aming reporting ng records as early as nung nag-assume po ako ng February, mga first week pa lang po ng March, kasama na po sa reporting yung mga threat assessment. But nung napansin po namin na itong rage rally na to can escalate to a bigger threat to the national security, dun po namin ipinasok ito.
So mas ang ginamit nyo yung kay Mayor Baste as an open source kesa sa mag-file kayo ng criminal complaint against Mayor Baste?
Ganun po yung naging process namin dito. But eventually, we have an agreement within us that if we can establish that the elements for grave threat will be there, we will be contemplating also on filing a grave threat and inciting to sedition as well.
Pero halos pareho kaya iniisip ko, baka meron double standard. Bakit kayo nag-focus kay Vice President pero hindi nyo in-apply kay Mayor Baste? Halos pareho sinabi nila na maliwanag naman, bukod doon sa January 2026, na ulit pa ng April 12, di ba? Na sinabing Romanov, threat against the first family, nasundan pa ng pupugot, ang kailangan lang namin yung ulo. So pero kay Vice President, halos ganun din Pero bakit inimbestigahan nyo kay Vice President Sara at na-refer nyo na sa DOJ for PI, pero yung kay Mayor Baste parang unlevel na sa law enforcement investigation pa rin?
Sapagkat ang isa po dinedevelop namin dito na jury po is yung sabwatan. And alam po natin, if we go to court using the theory of conspiracy, medyo mas mahirap po na ipasok na kaso. Kaya it taking much time to develop the case po.
May request for additional time, Mr. Presiding Officer. Punta lang ko kay Las Cañas.
Opo.
Okay. Yung kay Las Cañas, ginamit nyo yung kanyang affidavit na sinabit sa ICC.
Tama po.
Parang pang-open source.
Tama
Not for
po, sir.
anything, di ba?
Not for anything po.
So
yes,
walang
sir.
evidentiary value ito.
Yun po ay ang basehan namin, kaya po namin iprinisinta. Isa po sa naging basehan namin dun po sa, isa nga dun sa 5 standards po natin na pattern of violence po.
Pero wala kayong intention na kung magpapile kayo ng kaso, isasabit yung affidavit niya na sinabit sa ICC.
As a matter of reference lang po for the purposes of establishing the pattern of violence. But to directly papanagutin po sa isang crimen or what, sa palagay ko po baka po hindi ito tatanggapin ng korte po.
Yeah, kasi kung open source, hindi nga tatanggapin ng korte.
Tama po.
Kasi kung open source, kung nag-extend pa kayo, in-expand nyo yung open source information gathering, dapat sana nireview nyo rin yung aming committee hearing dito. No? Yung na-mention kanina ng defense, na initially, deny talaga si Arturo Las Cañas tungkol sa DDS, EJK, etc. Eventually, nag-retract siya talagang 180 degrees. No? Sinabi niya, totoo yung EJK, Hindi ba dapat part din yun ng open source information gathering ninyo?
Tama po. Actually, nung binasa po namin yung affidavit, may isang paragraph doon na nagtukoy nga dyan na nag-testify as binawi. Ang sinundan na po namin dito, at naalala ko po, meron kasing yung report do sa 24 oras after ng pre-trial po sa ICC, nagkaroon po ng interview kay Las Canas kung saan sinasabi niya yung affidavit na ginawa niya na isinabit sa ICC at nung kinukumpara po namin doon sa sinasabi niya, lumalabas na yun po.
Pangatlo na po yun.
So,
Alam nyo, iba yung affidavit niya, yung kanyang testimony sa Public Order and Legal Drugs Committee, which as I said earlier, I chaired. No? Kaya alam ko yung familiar ako. Then after that, nag-retract siya. Talagang complete turnaround.
Tama po.
So I even consulted a retired justice na kaibigan ko, ano bang mas matimbang dito? Ang sabi niya, ang talagang jurisprudence, yung original na statement, ang mananaig, kesa doon sa parang binaligtad na statement.
Yun naman pala eh.
Which I also agreed. Ang point ko lang is, bakit parang namili lang kayo ng open source?
Yun.
tiningnan po
Kung
namin.
tinignan nyo yung sa ICC na sabit na pagkahaba-haba, sa akin nga po sinabi kanina, pangatlo na po yung magkaibang affidavits ni Arturo Las Cañas. May nauna, may pangalawa, pangatlo na po itong pinapakita sa screen kahapon.
Tama po. And we are also aware dun sa pagbali-baligtad. But on the news that I was mentioning po, Your Honor, mismong sinabi niya, pipirmahan yung affidavit at sinabi po niya, this is 186 pages. So nang tinitingnan po namin, yung statement na yan, tumugma. At pangalawa, it's been the subject already of an ICC. It's being used as an evidence. At least there is a legitimate court that looking into it, which it was considered na ibig sabihin, tinanggap po ng isang lehitimo na korte po.
Tinanggap kasi wala silang alam sa atin eh. Kung ano lang ibigay natin doon na mga dokumento, tatanggapin talaga kasi wala naman silang alam sa nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just trying to be fair, no?
Apo.
Kasi gusto ko talagang maliwanagan para pagdating ng takdang oras, alam po yung aking boto.
Tama
Maraming
po.
salamat po.
Salamat
Thank
po.
you, Senator Judge Lacson. Before the chair recognizes Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo, Senator Judge Aquino, and Senator Judge Padilla, chair will not. Sorry, I forgot about you, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Before Senator Judge Bam. Chair would like to call on the lead prosecutor again. Thank you for the sequence. Yes. What is the pleasure of the lead prosecutor? Shall you conduct redirect?
Your Honor, the prosecution believes that we have sufficiently established that the threat to the President constitutes
Objection, Your Honor.
threat to the national
Again, Your
security.
Honor, inconsistent.
Counsel, you are once again reminded to kindly avoid
Yes, Your Honor.
conclusions of law. The question was simple, so I guess you will not conduct any further redirect.
Nonetheless, Your Honor, there are some manifestations that I would like to make.
As long as these are not conclusions of fact and law, counsel, as
Yes,
you have
Your
been reminded and guided accordingly. You may proceed.
It is the position, Your Honor, of the prosecution that we have established
Objection,
already.
Your Honor. Again, this is a conclusion of fact and law, Your Honor.
Counsel, the counsel for respondent is correct. I will give the same limitation to whatever manifestations he will make in this regard. Let me do it for you. I guess you're not conducting any redirect anymore because you're
I have another
satisfied
manifestation, Your Honor.
and you're contented with the testimony given by the witness you presented. What is your second manifestation?
Nais ko lamang pong liwanagin, Your Honor, kaugnay ng affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas. Ito po ay ipresenta ng prosecution bilang bahagi ng testimonya ng witness, kagaya na po ng sinabi ng presiding officer ng 3 ulit, pinayagang ipresenta ang affidavit ni Las Cañas bilang bahagi ng testimonya at bilang bahagi ng naging investigation ng Special Task Force ng National Bureau of Investigation. It was never claimed by the prosecution that this affidavit is notarized. Kailanman po ay hindi sinabi ng prosecution na notarized ang dokumentong ito.
Bakit na ginamit nyo? Patatlong ulit na pala yan.
Ito po'y ipresenta bilang bahagi lamang ng testimonya ng witness at bilang bahagi din ng investigation ng NBI. To conclude, Your Honor.
Short rejoinder on that, Your Honor.
The lead prosecutor is not yet finished.
To conclude, Your Honor, the prosecution finds it unnecessary.
Objection, Your Honor. Same
Allow
ground.
the lead prosecutor to finish.
The prosecution finds it unnecessary to conduct redirect examination.
Thank you, counsel. Duly noted.
Just
Do you
a
still
short-
want a rejoinder?
Just a
counsel,
short
for this
rejoinder on the Las Cañas
Yes,
issue.
counsel.
Again, Your Honor, according to the rules, an affidavit must be testified to and identified by the person or the author of that affidavit. And in this case, such was not done. So, and an additional manifestation, Your Honor, that considering that it is unsigned and unnotarized, the law considers it as a mere scrap of paper. That's just a manifestation. And
Then let instead of letting this be an ongoing argument between both counsels, let the chair state.
Your
for
Honor,
the-
may I just correct the manifestation
No
of the
need,
defense?
counsel. Let the chair state for the fourth time. The affidavit of Las Cañas was not offered as an authentic document executed by the affiant. Only that it was part of the documents used by Director Matibag in his open source investigation, as also clarified for the fifth time, if I will count it, by Senator Judge Lacson, that it was only part of the investigation of the NBI through what is called an open source investigation. Again, to reiterate, not as proof that of its authenticity and the truth of the contents contained in the affidavit or document purporting to be executed by Las Cañas.
And that it is signed, Your Honor.
Let that be the end of it, counsels, if you may. And we can proceed to the interventions and interjections of Senator Judges. Senator Judge Padilla is recognized. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Maraming salamat po aming ginoong tagapamahalang hukom at sa atin pong ginoong Pangulo. Meron po akong katanungan para sa prosecution. Sa akin pong mga kaibigan, prosecution. Napakahalaga po sa bawat pagdinig ay yung nagsasabi ng katotohanan. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Pagka ang isang witness po ay naging halimbawa ng paiba-iba ang sinasabi, ano pong tawag dito? Di ba po kasinungalingan?
This is a hypothetical question,
Apo.
Your Honor. You are not referring to any particular witness?
Si Las Cañas po. Yung inyo pong pinakitang affidavit,
Your Honor?
alam niyo po, hindi pa po ako tapos, kaibigan. Alam niyo po, napakalungkot po para sa amin na marinig na merong kayong ibinigay na affidavit na nabahiran dito po sa loob ng Senado. Dito sa plenaryo ng Senado ay nabahiran ng matinding masasabi nating kasinungalingan sapagkat magkaiba ang kanyang sinabi. October 3, 2016, sinabi niya walang kinalaman ang Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. February 20, March 6, na iba na ang istorya. Ang tanong ko po, ano ang tawag sa taong paiba-iba ang sinasabi? Di ba po sinungaling?
May I answer, Your Honor?
Opo.
Kagaya po ng aking binigyang linaw kanina. At paulit-ulit na rin pong sinabi ng ating presiding officer.
Pakisagot na lang po kasi yun lang po ang tanong. Tama po ba o mali na tawaging sinungaling ang taong iba-iba ang sinasabi?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I need to qualify my answer.
Mr. Presiding Officer, isang simpleng tanong lang po.
The lead prosecutor may agree or disagree or state a different characterization. I can state a different characterization if I'm asked by the good Senator Judge. You may disagree or agree with the
Your
statement
Honor.
of the Honorable Senator Judge Padilla. Feel free to say no or yes, Counsel.
Kagalang-galang ng mga senator judges at sa atin pong mga nanonood na kababayan. Dahil binanggit po ng kagalang-galang na Senador Robin Padilla ang pangalan at ang affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas, nais ko pong linawin ang kanina ko pong manifestasyon. Ito po ay ipresenta sa impeachment court bilang bahagi
Ginoong
ng
presiding
testimonya
officer,
ng witness.
Hindi pa din po sinasagot ang
Lead prosecutor, the response, it's not responsive to the question of Senator Judge Padilla. Allow me to, if the good Senator Judge will allow the presiding officer, pwede ba nating sabihin, lead prosecutor, na ang testigong pabago-bago ang kanyang testimonya sa magkakaibang petsa o araw o panahon ay isang testigong hindi maaasahan.
Without particular reference to Arturo Las
Sa
Cañas,
pangkalahatan,
I agree with you, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Posible nagsisinungaling siya sa isa, nagsasabi ng totoo sa isa, o nagsisinungaling sa isa, nagsasabi ng totoo sa isa, hindi na natin malalaman yun. Tama po ba yan?
Without particular reference to Arturo Las Cañas, I agree with you,
Yan na nga yun
Honorable
eh.
Presiding Officer.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, aming ginoong
You may proceed,
tagapamahalang
Senator
hukom.
Judge Padilla.
Opo. Kasi po, katulad po ng sinabi ng aming Senator Judge, 10,000 hours, Pampilo Lacson, napakaliwanag po ng sinabi niya. At kami din po dito, ako po mismo ay gumawa din ng panukala na dapat yung mga nagsisinungaling dito, yung mga paiba-iba ng testimony na nagiging aming mga witness, ay dagdagan dapat ang sintensya ng perjury. Kailangan amendahan ang batas na yan. Ngayon, bilang pakiusap po sa inyo, sa prosecution, pwede po ba na sana ay maiwasan natin ang pagbibigay ng witness na may kasong perjury? Hindi na po ito si Las Cañas. Ang sinasabi ko po ay yung dalawang mahal nating witness, si Attorney Jeremy Lotok at si NBI Agent Kalilong, na sa mga oras na ito ay may kasong hinaharap na perjury. Pwede po bang iwasan natin na may mga ganito tayong witness para ang nasasakdal po kasi dito ay ibinoto ng 32 million na tao. Sana po, aming mga mahal na kaibigan sa prosecution, ay isipin nating mabuti bago po tayo magbigay ng mga witness na may perjury na kaso o nagkaroon po kami ng dahilan na gumawa ng amenda na itong perjury ay amendahan. Pwede po ba yun?
Your Honor, with all due respect, I would like to take exception to the question and manifestation of the Honorable Senator Judge Robin Padilla. First of all, we were able to verify already that there are no cases pending against the prosecution witnesses. In addition, Your Honor, and only to respond to the concern of the Honorable Senator Judge Padilla, ang conviction po ay hindi ground for disqualification unless it is final and unless it is punishable by more than 1 year and that the crime constitutes moral turpitude.
Alam niyo po, napakaganda po ng inyong sagot. Sana hindi one-sided ang ating persecution. Ano? Kasi, alam niyo, pag kayo ang pagpabor sa inyo, alam niyo, bawal po ang ginagawa.
Kindly maintain
Presiding
order
officer,
within the
bawal
court.
po ang ginagawa nitong nasa harap natin, nagkukomento.
Kindly maintain order in the court. The Sergeant at Arms, by authority of the Senate President, is directed to kindly maintain.
Hindi po
Order in the
sila
court.
allowed. Mag-ingay. Korte po ito.
Thank you. You may proceed, Senator Judge. Who was speaking?
Ako po,
You may proceed, Senator Judge.
I was
Padilla.
interrupted.
With due apologies.
So, ibig niyo pong sabihin, yung mga senator judges dito ngayon na humaharap sa kaso na hindi po pinapayagan ng ombudsman at hindi pa rin sila guilty, ano pong ibig niyo sabihin?
Your Honor, with all due respect, ang question niyo po kanina ay kaugnay ng pagtistigo.
Testigo nga,
Referring to
judges
the
nga yung
witnesses of
sinasabi
the
eh.
prosecution, Your Honor.
Ang usapan po ay yung guilty or not guilty. Okay? So, tatanong na po ako ng bago. Opo. Pwede po ba?
May I be clarified, Your Honor, on your last question about the senator you said are facing cases?
Lead counsel, I think that was more
Alam
of
niyo
a-
po, malinaw na po yung sinabi ko and wala po kayong karapatan magtanong
Hindi,
sa Senator Judge.
liliwanagin ko nga po. I think Senator Judge Padilla was making a manifestation and not posing a question to the lead prosecutor in relation to our two colleagues. You may proceed, Senator Judge Padilla.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong tagapamahalang hukom. Pwede na po ba tayong mag-advance ng katanungan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Apo. Yung pong sinasabi ninyo, bakit nyo po nababanggit ang ICC dito? Ano po ang kinalaman ng ICC dito sa ating pagdinig?
With all due respect, Honorable Senator Judge Robin Padilla, kagaya po ng nabanggit ko na, at marahil panglima ng banggit ng presiding officer, nabanggit po ang ICC, kaugnay ng affidavit ni Las Cañas, na ipirinisinta po ng prosecution bilang bahagi lamang ng testimonya ng witness at bilang bahagi ng naging investigasyon ng Special Task Force ng NBI.
Maraming salamat po.
Senator Judge Padilla will please wind up. You can
Opo.
avail of a second round if you wish.
Opo. Maraming salamat po. So, ibig pong sabihin, malinaw na kanina sinabi natin na
What is the
hindi
pleasure
siya...
of, with the permission of Senator Judge and indulgence of Senator Judge Padilla, what is the pleasure of Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo?
Walang mic. Kay Senator Padilla. Bakit pag sa kabila pinapayagan sila 5-10 minutes, bakit pag sa amin, sa majority, kinakat agad ni remind pagdating ng 2 minutes? I think nakakalata na kami. So dapat pag sinabing 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Pag sa amin sa majority, pag 2 minutes, pinipindot nito. 2-3 beses. Totoo yan. Pero pag sa minority, umaabot na ng 5 minutes.
Pwede ka naman mag-request na magpadagdag ng oras eh. Pinapayagan naman presiding officer. Hindi ka lang nagpapadagdag ng oras tapos magre-reklamo ka ngayon. Kinaman na yan.
10 minutes. At meron akong record dyan. Pinapayagan. Why? Thank you.
The comments of Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo is recognized. However, the chair would like to point out that in the impeachment court, there is no majority nor minority. We are all senator judges. And Senator Lacson earlier requested also an additional time to finish his point, which the chair allowed. That's why the chair reminded Senator Judge Padilla to wind up because his time already lapsed.
Kaya nga, Mr. Presiding Officer, I'm sorry, I do have a lot of respect in you. Yung sa akin lang, kahit na sino senador, kapag dating na ng 2 minutes, pinipindutan ng bell eh. Ako ilang beses na ako nang pindutan ng bell.
Pwede ka nga kasi magpadagdag ng oras. Kasi kung meron kang gustong linawin, yung tanong mo hindi maliwanag yung sagot, syempre gusto mong malinawan yung sagot. Magpapadagdag ka ng oras at pinapayagan naman.
Nakakairita eh. Samantalang yung iba, hindi pinipindutan ng bell, umabot pa ng 5 minutes. I'm not referring to anybody here now. Yun lang yun eh. Kaya nga kuminsan, binubulungan ko na nun dyan eh. Oy, pindutin mo na yung bell. Para naman makapagsalita yung iba. Yun lang po. Wala na akong tinutukoy dito. Dapat maging fair tayo yung sa nagpipindot ng bell. Pag sinabing 2 minutes regardless kahit na sinong senador yan. Thank you.
The clerk of court is instructed to kindly relate to the bell ringer. To kindly be consistent in doing the polite reminder to the senator judges with respect to the time allotted.
Sir Presiding
Senator
Officer.
Judge
Yes.
Cayetano Alan.
No, I take the comments of Senator Tulfo in order. I respect your opinion, but just to put on record, as you said, Senator Lacson a while ago asked for more time, binigay. Walang bell yon. Yesterday, 2 bell sa akin. 2 o 3?
Dalawa lang ang bilang ko.
2 lang bilang mo. And maybe the solution is that after the first, isang bell na lang, pero kasi from the start of the impeachment trial, we asked the presiding officer at sabi mo nga, liberality, because then if we can't ask questions, baka magkaroon ng motion or mas lalong tatagal. Maybe you've been doing it naman, but yun nga, yung just ask to wrap up. But konting, we all want to get back to work. There's so much that we want to do. At least, wala ngang majority-minority, but at least wala ngang threat ng kaso sa majority. Kami magsalita dito, parang may sword sa aming nakatutok. So, konting pagbibigay din sa amin ng konting liberality din sa pagtatanong. Yes. But in accordance with the rules, tama naman po yung sinabi ni Senator Tulfo.
The presiding officer shall take in advisement the points raised by Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo as well as the point raised by Senator Judge Allen. And in that spirit, kindly wind up, Senator
Opo.
Judge Padilla.
Ginoong tagapamahalang hukom, nais ko lamang pong sagutin ang ating kaibigan na si Senator Rafi Tulfo. Sandali lang po. Kaibigan, mas mahaba kasi yung sagot ng ating prosecution. Ako po ay nagtatanong lamang ng oo ba o hindi. Opo. Pasensya na po. Opo.
Kindly wind up, Senator Judge Padilla. But you're gonna
Opo.
bail of the
Maraming
second round
salamat
if there's
po.
one.
Tatalon na po ako. Dito na po ako sa aking kaibigan. Maraming salamat po, kaibigan. Opo. Sa akin pong kaibigan, kay Attorney Matibag, mahal na saksi. Mabilis lang po ito. Ako po ay napunta sa PDP Laban dahil po sa inyo.
Tama po.
Opo. Kayo po ang kumimbinsi sa akin.
Tama po. Campaign manager nyo pa po.
Opo. At masasabi po natin na isa kayo sa nagpa-number 1 po sa akin.
Tama po. Sa lugar po namin, number 1 po kayo.
Opo. Attorney Matibag, sumama po ako sa inyo dahil alam ko na isa po kayo sa arkitekto ng pagkapanalo ni President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Tama po ba?
Hindi po. Sapagkat noong 2016, ako po ay ang campaign manager ng Region 4A ni Secretary Mar Rojas po.
Ayun. So hindi po kayo connected nung panahon na yon kay Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
Hindi po.
Opo. Kung kayo po ay nagtatrabaho sa mga iba't ibang politiko, kayo po ba ay matatawag na political analyst o political ano pang tawag po doon? Yung mga nagsasagawa, nagpapatakbo ng politika ng bawat politiko?
Well, maaari pong matawag na tayo ay tumutulong sa ating pinaniniwalaan na kung sino po ang dapat manungkulan sa ating bayan.
Political
Opo.
operator.
Ibig pong sabihin, pwede po kayong gumawa ng isang kandidato at manalo.
Makatulong lang po. Sapagkat ang paniwala ko po, hindi naman po isang tao, lalo na ako, ang magpapanalo ng isang kandidato.
Opo. So ngayon po, masasabi po natin na pwede po kayong magtrabaho bilang isang political operator?
Ano po bang konteksto ng political operator? Ang ibig ko po sabihin, ako po ay nasasama sa isang political party noon. So tumutulong po tayong maipanalo ang isang kandidato ng political party.
Opo. Maipanalo lang po? O ano po ba ang trabaho ng political operator sa Pilipinas? Pwedeng gumawa? Pwede din sumira?
Ayun.
Well, ang political operator to be successful, kailangan po yung kanyang sasamahan ay magtagumpay ang kanya pong laban at advokasya.
Okay. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po, kaibigang attorney.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, hanggang dito na lang po ang ating video. Kung ano man po ang inyong opinion sa video ito ay comment nyo lang po sa baba at ating pag-uusapan. Naway maging kabahagi po tayong lahat tungo sa pagsulong at pag-unlad ng ating pinakamamahal na bansang Pilipinas. Ingat po kayo palagi. at maraming salamat.